in the incidents of murders in our country. You know how many people kill other people in Trinidad and they are sorry they did it because they couldn't control their anger? We are living in a very angry society. Look at the children in school. And I was making the point somewhere that all those people who fighting all about the place in school, you know, long ago it was the boys who used to fight and pelt stones and kick up each other. But do you observe that the videos these days are about girls? Girls who are full of rage and anger. It matters not the consequences they will get and snap and take all kinds of school furniture and pelt it on their fellow schoolers, and they are just out of control. Trinidad is out of control. Have mercy, Jesus. And so, I hasten on, anger can be a cause of Delano. I'm not seeing the timer. Delano Henry, I'm not seeing the timer sufficiently to tell me. So, I'll try to work with it. Anger can be caused by both external and internal events. You can be angry with a co-worker or with your boss. You can be angry with your wife or your children. But you can also be angry because of the traffic. You can be angry because you have a timeline and you have to go to T&Tech, you have to go to Wassa, you have to go to the supermarket, and it is already 3:30, and Sabbath is coming. So you're angry because of the long lines. So there are a number of things that can cause you to be angry. Even memories of things that happened to you in the past. Somebody did you something wrong. And sometimes people do you things that are wrong and you see them, and as soon as you see them, we used to call it a long time, K.S. Wiggins used to call it an anchor. You get an anchor. You anchor to that angry feeling because you see somebody. So as soon as you see them, you remember the whole thing again, and you begin to get angry all over again, and your day is messed up, your Sabbath is ruined, your life is in a mess because you are constantly angry out there. Anger can take different forms. Sometimes people are angry very, very often. They have an angry disposition. I don't want to say always angry, because it's probably a very, very small group in the population that will be always angry. But there are some people who are more angry than peaceful. Right? Others get angry less often. But when they do, wow, it's an explosion. Uncontrolled anger can negatively affect your health. It can contribute or cause heart disease. Have mercy, Jesus. It can create issues like insomnia. Yes. Digestive problems and headaches. Are you seeing the screen still? Anger can also contribute to violent and risky behavior. And I talk about some of the violent behaviors just now, but there are other risky behaviors like drug addiction and drug use and alcohol use to calm you down. And on top of that, anger can significantly damage relationships with family members. If your anger is so intense and so severe that the anger is hurting your spouse, then your spouse will never be able to be fully vulnerable. Your parents or your children will never be able to be fully free to express themselves and to be in a relationship that comes and can grow, because they don't know when you will explode. So when you can manage your anger, then you will have better relationships with the people that really matter, and that is your family members. But also, if you are very explosive with your friends and your workmates, your colleagues, then that too can affect those kinds of relationships. Anger can contribute to emotional and psychological abuse. And I think this is where we really want to zero in terms of dealing with this matter of anger. We want to be better men, don't we? Come on, talk to me. Don't we want to be better men? Don't we want to be stronger men? Men of substance? Men of worth? Then if we are going to do that, then the issue of emotional abuse, calling, because we are angry, so angry, calling our spouses and our children those nasty names, those dirty names, those degrading and denigrating names, and saying dirty and hurtful things to them. You understand? And then hitting out in terms of physical abuse. And of course, I've been alluding to it all morning, anger can cause persons to be physically wounded or killed. How do we know that we are getting angry or that we're feeling angry? And there's some physical signs. I'll do this real quickly. And this is one of the key ones to note. Fasting heart rate. The heart rate is speeding up. Tense muscles. I remember one time I parked my car in Port of Spain. And it was, as far as I was concerned, a safe park. So I parked it and left. When I went back, I couldn't find the car. You know, when your car is wrecked, and you go back for it and you can't find it, a million things go through your head. Your thief in the car. And when the police take it, wrecked it. So that's what happened. Somebody said, go down so and so and pay $500 and you'll get back your car. Seahawks. Folk, I felt I was so right. Obviously, I must have been so wrong. That when I got to the police station, between the taxi and the police station, my heart was going crazy. My head was going crazy. All about the place. Now, I went to the police station, right? And when I walked into the police station, for the first time in my life, I recognized that my lips were literally trembling. It never happened to me before because I never got so angry before. And I'm angry and I didn't care who was on the other side of the counter. I didn't care what kind of guns they had. I didn't care if they had, what's the thing that is lock your hand with? Handcuffs. I didn't care that there may have been a prison cell somewhere in the back. I didn't care. As far as I was concerned, I was right. They were wrong. They inconvenienced me after paying